Okay, so EDP445 is back in the news again in 2026. Why? He should have been in jail literally like 5 years ago for what he did. So now let me get you up to speed about EDP445 if you're not really familiar with the situation. So pretty much what happened was EDP445 was a YouTuber who made like videos about him, you know, talking about football and talking about like how he ate, you know, a lot of burgers or whatever. I don't know. I'm not really familiar with the EDP445 content. I've only been familiar with the memes and all that. So pretty much 5 years ago, he's been caught talking to a iPhone 13. Anyway, so he got caught doing that, and he got caught in a botched sting operation. So that meant that he didn't face anything. He didn't face any jail time. He's not on the sex offender registry. And then he got caught again by Gideon and Skeeter Jean. That was also a botched operation. So he didn't face anything from that. And also from that sting operation, he was literally talking to an actual 15-year-old girl. A 15-year-old girl that he met on Gideon's Discord.
When EDP joined my Discord when he was about to do the interview with us, he didn't join, but he found a girl in my Discord, right? And in her Discord, she has her Instagram. So EDP, being the Rizzler that he is, he slides into her DMs and he initiates contact with her.
To be clear, Gideon, on a live stream that hundreds of thousands of people have watched, publicly admitted that he knowingly invited one of the most infamous creeps in YouTube history to his own Discord server full of children, wherein someone was then victimized. He goes on to say this makes him both happy and sad at the same time.
I'm sad to report, though actually I'm happy / sad to report, but he slid in an actual girl's DMs. Like, no joke. The girl is legit 50 years old, and he slid in her DMs. I'm not gonna lie, I low-key put EDP on, chat. I'm sorry. I two-mans with EDP.
Anyways, now the reason why EDP445 is in the news right now is because Mike Klum, someone who's making like YouTube documentaries about YouTubers, is making a documentary about EDP445, his, you know, the allegations that he's been facing for the past 5 years. You know, allegations where he's been caught in 4K, but you know, since he's not convicted or in prison, we gotta say that everything is alleged. Anyways, he's making a documentary about that. He's making a documentary about his sick mind, and in the documentary, from what I've seen in the trailer, there's like Penguin Zero, Gideon, and Alex Rosen, and also literally one of the victims of EDP445 that was from Gideon's Discord. I'm going to show you a few clips from the trailer from the documentary.
How old before? And again, I have it right here. I know the answer, but I just need you to tell me the answer. How old is she? Okay. And before we get into the messages, there was sexual content involved, yes or no?
Like, he went to that place to have sex with a...
Definitely viewer discretion is advised. You know, dude's a perverted dude.
EDP soliciting sex from who he thinks is an underage kid.
He sent me videos of him masturbating.
I would say EDP is completely innocent.
First of all, it's absolutely crazy how they make fucking EDP look like a Five Nights at Freddy's character or whatever. Literally making EDP look like the boogeyman in this bitch. Well, to be honest, he is the boogeyman. I don't know why we're giving attention and light to EDP. I understand that this documentary is like meant to highlight, you know, how much of a sick fuck he is. Because like, what do you mean you want to have intercourse with children?
Why do you think you wanted to have sex with?
I mean, the reason why I wanted to have sex with was already fucking clear.
Crazy, man, crazy. This guy is deranged and demented. Anyways, I understand how important it is to like highlight how deranged EDP is, and I think it's like also like an awareness on how to avoid, you know, sexual predators and sexual you know, deviants like EDP. But we already know this. We already know how sick he is. Why give more attention to this individual? Unless this documentary is going to give the officers a motive to arrest EDP once and for all, or at least investigate him, then by all means go ahead. But I just feel like this documentary is just gonna give him like more relevancy, and that's something that I'm not really comfortable with. We all know that EDP445 is a piece of shit. We all know that EDP445 is a sexual deviant. We all know that EDP445 is a creep. We all know that EDP445 is a dangerous person, as he's showing in the documentary. Like, we all know that all he cares about is, you know, power, fame, and his you know, his sexual tendencies, his sexual fantasies. At this point, he literally has nothing to lose. We all know that he's a dangerous individual around children. I don't think we need a documentary to highlight that. Although I think all proceedings, all earnings from the documentary are going to like a a cause that's kind of related to S abuse against children. So I think that's pretty good, to be honest. But again, all this attention towards EDP is unnecessary in my opinion. Anyways, thank you guys for watching this video. If you enjoyed this video, hit the like button and subscribe. This was my opinion on the documentary. Maybe I might watch it live on this channel. I don't know. We'll see. I'm excited to see what it's going to be like. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Peace.